Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm the former film student and today I thought I'd make a little recommendation video. These are some of my favorite types of videos to make because if just one person watches something I recommend and really enjoys it and finds a new film they love or really like, it just fills me with a lot of joy. I don't know. So this is sort of a spin-off of a video I filmed last year called Perfect Horror Movies to Watch This Fall. If you're a new viewer or simply forgot, horror is my favorite genre, with Halloween from 1978 being my favorite movie of all time. There's just something super special about a film that can effectively terrify or unsettle you, and I find out of any genre the best type of bad movies are bad horror movies because they work as really good comedies.
Evil dies tonight!
But that aside, we are now about to enter summer, and I thought what better way to kick it off than to recommend a couple horror films that are perfect on a summer day with the sun shining and breeze blowing. Maybe you're at an Airbnb near the beach for a summer vacation, the type of movies that make you feel like you're 13 years old on summer vacation at a sleepover again. I want to recommend some horror films that are a little more obscure, some you may have heard of, but I want to avoid the obvious ones like Midsommar or Jaws. Despite how much I do love those movies, I want to dig a little deeper. But before we tackle the fun stuff, let's tackle some not so fun stuff. I've seen firsthand the devastating impact of identity theft and scams. A close friend of mine had their credit card information stolen and it turned their life completely upside down. The thieves racked up thousands of dollars in fraudulent charges, leaving my friends struggling to clear their name and repair their credit. Not to mention, through my years working in customer service, I've heard countless stories from customers who have fallen victim to scams and had their personal information compromised. It's a nightmare scenario that can happen to anyone, and it's why I've started using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura is like a digital guardian, constantly monitoring the dark web and data broker sites for any signs that your personal information has been leaked or sold. If they find anything, they alert you immediately and help you take action to protect yourself. In today's digital age, our personal information is more vulnerable than ever. Just look at the recent AT&T data breach where the personal details of over 73 million customers were leaked on the dark web. It's a stark reminder of how important it is to have a comprehensive online security solution like Aura. With Aura, you don't have to worry about juggling multiple apps or services to keep your information safe. Everything you need is in one place. From data broker opt-outs to identity theft insurance, and best of all, Aura is always working in the background, giving you peace of mind while you go about your day. I value my privacy and I value yours. You can go to aura.com/formerfilmstudent to start your 2-week free trial, also linked below in the description. Don't wait until it's too late to protect yourself from identity theft and scams. Let Aura be your digital guardian and take control of your online security today. So with that out of the way, let's get started. Now, if you're a horror buff and have delved into the genre quite a bit, you've probably heard about this little gem. But for those who have only scratched the surface, I take you back to 1983 to a little summer camp called Camp Arawak for the first pick, Sleepaway Camp. The film follows a young boy named Ricky and his quiet cousin Angela as they attend camp for the summer. Not long after arriving, horrifying accidents and campers gone missing begins plaguing the camp. Now, this isn't the first summer camp slasher, nor is it the most famous, but this film maybe does the best job at accurately portraying a summer camp. Even though some of the kids look a little older, there's plenty of young extras that flood the scenes, making the entire film feel pretty authentic and heightening the sense of danger. In most of the Friday the 13th films, there's not really an emphasis on the summer camp vibes, and more so usually has Jason killing counselors before campers even arrive, with the exception of Part 6, which is the best one. Little side quest there. But either way, Sleepaway Camp is a lot of fun, and sure, there's some parts that don't age particularly well, but the film is a lot of fun, and if you ever went to summer camp, it's sure to bring back some memories of fleeting teenage romances, the magic, the heartbreak, or hell, if you were too afraid to talk to your crush, there's a really long sequence of the boys just playing some baseball, so that's fun too. As a horror film, I wouldn't call it scary, but it sure is a good time and a fun watch with friends, so yeah, check out Sleepaway Camp.
Eat shit and die, Ricky!
Eat shit and live, Bill.
Yeah.
A bit of perfect timing as the next film in Ti West trilogy, Maxine, is releasing in theaters soon, but let's take it back to the second film in the franchise, and I don't feel bad recommending it because it's technically a prequel. But my next recommendation is Pearl, released back in 2022. Oh boy, how do I describe this? Honestly, this movie is really hard to talk about and is one that the less you know about going in, the better. Honestly, what really sells this film is Mia Goth. She is absolutely electrifying in every scene, and I think what makes it such a perfect summer watch is the rural farm setting, combined with it being a period piece, and also because of the decision to shoot it on Technicolor. The visuals then are so vibrant and warm feeling. Director Ty West said he wanted the film to kind of look like a sort of demented Disney movie, and I definitely think he achieves that look. But don't let the bright colors fool you too much, as this is still a super effective horror film and appropriately creepy at the right times. The energy of Goth's performance mixed with the warm and fuzzy visuals make it an excellent summer day watch when it's just a little too hot to go outside and all you want to do is enjoy a fun and thoroughly unsettling horror film. Please watch this movie. If there's one film from this list I really want everyone to watch, it's Malignant from 2021. I feel like not enough people saw and or talked about this film when it came out, so let me set the stage for you. I saw this with a good friend in theaters, we saw it during the day, and when the lights dimmed and the trailers were over, we realized we had the entire theater to ourselves. And my god, we had no idea how much fun we were gonna have. Malignant, I wouldn't even say necessarily has the most summer vibe aesthetically or tonally, but there's something about this film that just screams summer night watch. This is the movie you throw on after you spend all day at the beach. It's still like 90 degrees outside even though it's dark out, you have the air conditioner blasting, you grab a frozen mug out of the fridge and you pour your favorite beverage. You order a pizza, you kick back, and you just enjoy yourself. For those unaware, this is a James Wan film, and if you know anything about James Wan, he definitely has a distinct style to his filmmaking. And I would say that Malignant contains all those attributes from previous films like Saw or Insidious and dials them up to 11. This is, for all intents and purposes, the most James Wan film to ever James Wan, and I love it. I can't even explain the plot, just please grab some friends and you will have an absolute blast. Former film student 100% guarantee you will have fun. The Funhouse. I don't know about you, but when I think summer, I think carnivals. Growing up, that was like the thing I looked forward to the most. Going to a carnival, getting some deep fried funnel cake, or in my teen years, the more classy fried Oreo, downing a 32-ounce soda, riding the tilt-a-whirl, and hanging upside down on that diamond spinny spaceship ride that had a different name depending on which carnival you went to. Now let's take that summer tradition setting and mix it with a horror film directed by the madman who made the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Unlike Poltergeist, which feels more like a Spielberg movie than it does a Tobe Hooper film, Funhouse contains all the mad and macabre you'd expect from the creator of Leatherface. It's demented, campy, and outrageously fun with just the absolute perfect setting for an 80s horror flick. Grab your cotton candy and soda, and I guarantee you will have an amazing time with The Funhouse. The last selection, and another recent film that's really stuck with me and has me eager for a rewatch, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies was released back in 2022 and has a group of young adult friends reuniting for a party during a thunderstorm. Now I can't be alone in feeling like there's something pretty special about a good thunderstorm in the summertime. You spend all day in the pool or playing sports and then suddenly the air changes. You look up and see the sky shifting from an oceanic blue to a steely dark gray. Then you hear the thunder crackle. Okay, enough of that. Needless to say, I think Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is one of the best horror comedies in the last couple years. It's not a super unique premise, as it's somewhat of a murder mystery, but the execution, fun characters, and climax really add a breath of fresh air to the tired out whodunit formula. I wouldn't say this film will keep you up at night with the lights on, but it's a perfect rainy day flick to throw on with some friends and you'll surely be entertained. There's some really hilarious scenes, and the guessing game amongst you and your pals is never not going to be fun. It's a fairly short film, and the tension and atmosphere are doubled if you get to watch it during an actual thunderstorm. So check out Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Well, that is it for today, guys. Let me know some of your favorite summer horror flicks in the comments down below. I wanted to avoid some of the more obvious picks for the list and have a mix of older and newer movies. Let me know if you check any of these out and if you end up enjoying any of them. And as always, if you liked the video, make sure to click the like button, subscribe if you want to hear more from me, and click the little bell notification button so you get notified when I post new content. And I will, of course, see you guys on the next video.